Hey guys, James here and welcome back to my channel. Recently, I posted a video on how to drive a manual transmission really smoothly in everyday driving. Now this video is about more advanced driving techniques. These are the fancier things that you might want to know if you're driving on track, let's say. And if you do all this properly, then you're going to be able to drive faster with less jerkiness and less wear and tear on your car. The first technique that we'll cover today is rev matching. When you are downshifting, let's say you're going from 5th gear to 4th gear. Lower gear means you have a higher RPM for a given vehicle speed. So when you downshift, the engine RPMs need to go up. Under most circumstances, when you shift, you take your foot off the gas. But with a downshift, if you want to rev match, then you want to leave your foot on the gas, but also kind of blip it the right amount to get the engine RPMs to where you need them to be. Think of it as almost like you're catching the engine RPMs, right? So during the shift, if you're rev matching, then what happens is that the engine RPMs go up and then it's almost like you catch the RPMs right there. This is what a rev matched downshift looks like. So as you push the clutch pedal in, you also give the car a little bit of gas. And this will cause the engine to speed up. When the engine RPMs increase to the level that they need to be at, then that's when your left foot should be at the bite point for the clutch pedal. And once the clutch is fully engaged, then you lift off. Pretty much every time I downshift now, I rev match. I don't like to have the clutch do the work of spinning the engine up. I want the engine to spin itself up by me pressing the gas pedal, and then the clutch just, smooths out any small differences in RPM that need to be smoothed out. So we're in 6th right now. Let's do a rev match into 5th. So notice that my head is not bobbing at all, even though so that was a nice rev matched downshift. 4 to 3, 4th, 3rd. Let's go back down the gears. 5th, that was a smooth rev match. 4th, 3rd. The second technique we'll talk about today is a double clutch rev match. Now we know that double clutch rev match sounds really complicated, but it's actually quite simple if you break it down into its component pieces. Let's say we're in 5th gear. We want to do a massive downshift into 2nd. So basically it's just a couple of steps. One is you pop the car into neutral, let go, and then you rev match as you shift into 2nd. So it's basically a 2-part shift. Shift into neutral and shift into 2nd. And all the while you have a little bit of gas in there to spin things up to where they need to be. So you already know why we do the rev match. Let's talk about why we add the double clutching. When you pulse off of the clutch pedal and you allow that clutch to momentarily engage during the shift, what you're actually doing is you're allowing the engine to spin up all of the gears and the shafts within the transmission so that when you arrive at that destination gear, everything is spinning a little bit faster already and the synchro doesn't have to do as much work. When you're just shifting 1 gear down, the synchros can handle that just fine. But when you're going 2 or 3 gears down, or maybe 4 gears down, then that's when the synchros could use that little bit of help, and that's when a double clutch can help you there. And also, in my experience, the 2nd gear synchro is the one that typically wears out the fastest, for reasons I won't go into here. So even if you are just shifting from 3rd into 2nd, a double clutch can help protect the synchro. This is what a double clutch rev match looks like. So you push the clutch pedal in, and as you do so, you give the car a little bit of gas, and this is where you pop out of gear and into neutral. And in that split second where you're in neutral, you come off the clutch and you push it again, and then you pop it into the gear that you want, and then you let go of the clutch. Right now we're in 6th gear, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like to double clutch going into 4th gear. So this is a double clutch rev match. You see it was super smooth, not a lot of drama. The engine RPMs got to where they needed to be. That's the rev match part. And then the double clutch part made it very easy to get into 4th gear. The synchros did not have to do a lot of work. Let's go from 5 to 3 just for fun. So there you go. That's what a double clutch rev match looks like. The third technique that we'll talk about today is the famous heel-toe technique. So what is a heel-toe rev match? Well, let's again start with the plain old rev match downshift as a basis. And then all we're doing is we're adding on the brake pedal, because often what we need to do is downshift with a rev match as we're slowing down. But of course, as you recall, a regular rev match already requires both feet. Your left leg is working the clutch and your right leg is working the gas. So how do we add the brake pedal? Well, your right leg has to do double duty. Basically, your foot goes across the two pedals and the front of your foot pushes down on the brake while your heel blips the throttle. But if you have big feet, or if your pedals are kind of close together, you could actually use the sides of your feet a little bit more as well. It's just up to you how your leg moves, how far your pedals are apart, how big your feet are. You can figure that out. But the basic idea is that your right foot is pushing both the brake and blipping the throttle at the same time in order to add that braking into a regular rev match. This is what a heel-toe rev match looks like. So you're coming in hot to a corner and you need to slow down and downshift at the same time, and you want a rev match. So let's slow down with the brake. Okay, so we're pushing the brake and then we push the clutch in order to initiate the shift. And while we do that, we actually push the gas pedal with the side or the back of our foot. And then we complete the shift, then you hit the gas and off you go. There's a heel toe and another one from 6 to 5, 5 to 4. And there's a 4 to 3. If you're driving on a racetrack, heel toe is actually really important, because what it means is that your vehicle is in the correct gear and ready to go as soon as you lift off the brake pedal. The alternative would be to slow down, pop it into neutral, and then lift off the brake pedal and then rev match into whatever gear you want. That's too slow, because there's that gap where after you come off the brake, you still have to, get into gear. So heel toeing allows you to be in the gear as soon as you come off the brake pedal, and then you can just get going immediately. Also, it just sounds super sick to have your engine rev up like that kind of thing as you're slowing down. So if you want to be able to make those noises, then you got to learn how to heel toe. And finally, let's get to the granddaddy of all these techniques. Let's put it all together. A double clutch heel toe rev match. We're just layering things on top of that rev match, right? So from a rev match, we had a double clutch, and then also from rev match, we were able to heel toe. And then when you add those things together, then you get the double clutch heel toe rev match. Double clutch heel toe rev match technique is really just for giggles, really. You really don't need it, but hey, I thought I would just tell you guys that it can be done. The only reason that I've ever used this technique is because I want to protect my second gear synchros, and so if I'm heel toeing into second, I'll throw in that double clutch in there just to protect that synchro. This is what a double clutch heel toe rev match looks like. All right, so we're coming in hot into a corner and we're in third gear. Let's say we want to go into second, so that's why we want to use the double clutch technique. So you push that brake and you push in the clutch, and as you do so, you also push the gas. And mid shift, once the shifter is in neutral, that's when the clutch pops out and you push it back in and you complete the shift with the shifter, and then you're off of the clutch and off we go. Double clutch heel toe into second. You can tell that I'm a little bit tense as I'm doing some of the techniques like the double clutch heel toe or just heel toes, because they're not easy. Just practice at them, just be, relentless at always improving. I hope you found these tips to be helpful, and if you learned anything today, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button, that would be awesome to help out my little channel. It actually helped a lot. Also, don't forget to subscribe, because I have a lot of great videos coming out on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.